good things. She finds the absolute best in everything. She truly lives the positive path for spiritual living. So it is a pleasure to have her here with us today. A couple of quick things about a background of Wendy, though, is she is a retired PSW, which is such an important job. And we found out so much during COVID how much those people were just the most important people to have around for the care and comfort of people that could not look after themselves. And she retired from Cambridge Memorial Hospital. She's a 16-year member of our Unity Kitchener, and she spent 7 years on committees with both the United Church and the Unitarian churches. And she's become a affirming congregants for gay marriage. She's a poet. She's a member of the Seniors for Climate Action and a lifelong learner. And it's her words on her spiritual quest. So I will shut down the slides. Welcome, Wendy. We're delighted for your talk, A Spring Within Us.
Thank you, Marilyn. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for sharing some time with me today. There's a couple cute little church bulletins to start with. At a church picnic, the minister put out a basket full of apples at one end of the table with a note that said, "Just take one, God is watching." At the other end of the table was a huge platter of cookies where little Johnny placed a note that read, "Take all the cookies you want, God's watching the apples." And my personal favorite, this morning's service, Jesus walks on water. This evening's service, searching for Jesus. I've called this talk, A Spring Within Us. Reflected in this season is a reminder of our indwelling potential. Relinquishing winter's darkness offers opportunity to release whatever impedes our spiritual growth. From closed-minded certitudes that block our willingness to remain open to new ideas, to limiting beliefs that no longer serve our highest good. Spring is a time of renewal, and renewal requires fortitude, strength of mind that faces change with courage, and as a result, transforms us. It requires a willingness to let go of what was, embracing the possibility of what could be. Author William Faulkner writes, "You cannot swim for new horizons until you have courage to lose sight of the shore." Growth requires patience. Are you patient with yourself? A beautiful rose doesn't bloom immediately. It blooms eventually. Growth takes time. I can't eat salad all day expecting to be 10 pounds lighter tomorrow. Believe me, I've tried. I recall a speaker sharing how she only started working out in her late 50s. She worked out 2, then 3, then 4 days a week. One day, several weeks later, she rubbed her calf. It was a little sore, and she thought, "Oh, there's a growth." Then she rubbed her other calf, and she thought, "Oh, there's a growth there too." And then she realized it's a muscle. She got so excited, she called 10 people. We all need to celebrate our victories. After winter sleep, spring is waking up. What's awakening in you? Are you letting go of an old idea because a new perspective is about to bloom? Are you breaking a habit of negative thinking to give positive thinking a chance? Perhaps you're turning from anger toward forgiveness. Can you release a poverty mindset to embrace one of prosperity? Do you count your blessings? Do you live in gratitude? Do I? I appreciate the saying, gratitude turns whatever I have into enough. I'm grateful for Mother Earth. As we become aware of our sacred connection to her and one another, the heart expands with a compassionate gaze. We begin to care for ourselves, our planet, and each other. A love for Mother Earth will compel us to act in ways that nurture and sustain her. We can assist in her healing. We impact change by creating it. She's the divine essence of all life. There's an intuitive wisdom in nature. It fascinates me that muskrats build nests 3 to 4 feet higher just before heavy rains come. Farmers know this means high waters are soon to follow. How do muskrats know? They don't read the farmer's almanac. Intuitive wisdom resides in us as well. Do you trust your intuition? Do you follow your gut? I believe a divine river of life flows through the earth, all of nature, and all living things, including us. Each unique expressions of the divine. Deep knowing senses a oneness in all things. Everything is interconnected and part of a unified reality. It's beyond labels and transcends our perceived differences. Science tells us everything is energy. The elements forged in the heart of stars, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, come together to create the building blocks of our DNA. Atoms in our bodies come straight from the stars. Astronomer Carl Sagan shares, we are a way for the universe to know itself. Celtic teacher John Philip Newell writes, I invite you to wake up with me to the sacredness in all things. Not just a perception of the sacred in all things, but to enjoy relationship with the sacred in all things. I'd like to repeat that. I invite you to wake up with me to the sacredness in all things, not just a perception of the sacred in all things, but to enjoy relationship with the sacred in all things. The sun shines not only on us, but in us. Every bird song is our song. This speaks to me of connection. With that in mind, I'd like to share a poem I wrote. It's about an experience I enjoyed on a hiking trail in town. I call this poem Delicate Beauty. Exalted bird songs rise to meet the beauty of an ordinary day. Seeds cradled in outstretched hands. Curious chickadees survey fingers perch. Brave feathered friends in choreographed flight, landing in wonder, trust my offering. Delicate beauty, connection beyond difference, a sacred exchange, each fed by the other. Today, my soul has wings. Unity co-founder Myrtle Fillmore wrote, nature is surely the glorified face of God. No wonder my favorite pew has always been a park bench. I watched a movie once where a travel writer was dating a hometown girl. He traveled all over the world. She, on the other hand, had never felt called to leave her small town. He couldn't believe it. She was such a joyful person. One day he asked her, how is it you're so happy here? She smiled and said, well, I know a little secret people sometimes forget. What's that? He asked. Oh, that everywhere is extraordinary. Isn't it great, those days we're rooted in connection? I have days where I love everything and everyone. Days I love myself, smile at a stranger, hug a tree, feed a bird, see beauty in a sunrise. Give thanks for every breath. Today I feel great. Then I sleep poorly one night, awake a little tired, a little cranky. I walk to the grocery store. Oh, bursitis in my hip again. It's acting up. I have a near miss with a driver who preferred their phone over the stop sign. Just breathe. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. Arrive at the store where only 2 cashiers are working. One line is full. Go to express line with my 1 item. Stand behind person with 24 items. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. As I approach cashier, sign goes up that says another cashier would be happy to serve you. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. Then walking home, the wee plastic bag I've used 100 times breaks open and oat milk slowly flows down the sidewalk. Clearly, I have two choices. Breathe through it, pick up container, proceed home. Or drop kick the carton farther down the walkway because this day sucks. What to do? I don't want to admit I have days like that. Who wants to admit they have days like that? I have days like that. How about you? Do you have days that aren't the best days? Days you didn't show up for as your best self? Maybe it really is progress, not perfection. Maybe this is the day we realize we're all doing the best we can. Maybe today we'll choose to be kinder to ourselves, and maybe that will allow us to give someone else the benefit of the doubt too. Some people are truly hurting today. Maybe they don't need my judgment on top of everything else. I have days of joy and sorrow, yet I can honestly tell you, thanks in part to Unity teachings, workshops, spirit groups, book studies, prayer, meditation, acts of service, love in my life, the majority of my days are good days. I choose happiness daily, so that daily, with each positive thought, that happiness muscle gets a little bit stronger. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore said, "The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another." My spiritual walk is an evolving journey. The more I know, the less I know for sure. I have few solid answers, only perpetual questions. I've grown to embrace mystery and live in the awe and wonder of it all. The spiritual journey is about personal transformation and the healing of our planet and world. It starts when we begin to heal the broken places in ourselves. Author Earl Nightingale writes, "We all walk in the dark, and each of us must learn to turn on his or her own light." I work at living this too. Myrtle Fillmore said, "I am filled with divine love, and it radiates to everyone around me." I am love. If you're comfortable doing so, will you say it with me? I am love. Imagine what our world could be if we all showed up as love. These are challenging times we're in, politically, economically, environmentally, and spiritually, just to name a few. Yet within these challenges, we have the power to choose what seeds we plant today. Are we going to plant seeds that drown in worst case scenarios, or seeds of hope? Hope that knows to believe there's good in the world, we have to be the good. We have the power to activate the Christ potential within us. The door opens from the inside. What if we consider planting seeds of faith? Faith that believes change and growth are happening, even when we can't see it right away. Faith that believes before it sees that butterflies emerge through the darkness, through times of transition. Faith that sees the tree in the acorn. Let's revisit hope. Hope recognizes growth isn't all about sunny days. Growth and strength happen through difficulties, through the rain and the mud and the muck. Yet hope never gives up because it believes there's a blessing on the other side of through. What if we plant seeds of love? A continual unfolding of positive thoughts and actions that will immediately and eventually benefit the world within and without. Earl Nightingale said, "Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it." Together, we can be the change we want to see in this world. I believe in miracles. And if you don't believe in miracles, perhaps you've forgotten you are one. I believe the garden of faith, hope, and love exists today because each of you is a bloom in that garden. I stop thinking about what weighs me down in this life when I remember good people exist in this world, good people trying to make a difference, people like you. You keep my hope alive, and I thank you for that today. On the church sign up the street, it says, "Let us journey together in hope." So I offer this for your consideration today. Individually, collectively, in community, let us journey together in hope. Namaste.
I just want to share these beautiful pictures from Wendy. I believe that Marg took them. I think that's where credit is due there for the taking of the pictures. But the idea that the birds trust you so much, nature trusts you so much to come that close and eat right from your hand is just beautiful. And thank you for that gorgeous prayer, or sorry, poem of delicate beauty as well. Well, it's a prayer too, but you named it a poem, so that's appropriate. To go into meditation, let's listen to our next song. The power is here now. Close your eyes.